The South Korean military plans to bolster the nation's combat power by 2022. A part of it involves injecting nearly $210 billion to reinforce its defense capabilities against imminent threats from up north. Hyo-sun introduces to us the revised midterm national defense blueprint.
South Korea's Ministry of National Defense announced Friday its revised midterm national defense blueprint, which outlines key spending plans over the next 5 years. It calls for strengthening the nation's combat capability against North Korea by early 2020 through the establishment of a three-axis system. That refers to the kill chain preemptive strike system, the Korean air and missile defense, and the Korea massive punishment and retaliation strategy. The timeline, the ministry says, has been shortened by several months. Under the kill chain project, South Korea would preemptively strike Pyongyang's nuclear and missile facilities in case of an imminent threat. For that, the South Korean military will lease spy satellites from foreign countries as soon as early next year and ultimately acquire 5 of its own military satellites by 2022. Additional Patriot missiles will be purchased as part of the Korean air and missile defense project, which focuses on directly targeting Pyongyang's missiles. In connection to the Korea massive punishment and retaliation strategy, which aims at eliminating the regime's leadership, equipment for special forces will be upgraded. The ministry plans to spend 238.2 trillion won, or some $210 billion between 2018 to 2022, to establish both weapons and monitoring systems to keep an eye on the North nuclear and missile facilities. Of this, $140 billion will go to the operation of military forces and facilities, while the rest, or some $68.5 billion, will be spent on bolstering defense capabilities. The ministry also added that it plans to raise its R&D budget to 8.3% of total spending in 2022 from the current 6.9% this year. Observers say these plans reflect the seriousness of the threats coming from Pyongyang and the urgency of solving the North Korean nuclear issue. Hyo-sun, Arirang News.